Hey, Professor Law. This week I decided to go with the last question, question number 9. What is the difference between co-location and hosting? So first off, the difference is, well, hosting is when it's a service that allows customers to store their websites on external web services. So like this is basically cloud computing, and so examples would be like GoDaddy.com or One in One. And I actually used GoDaddy.com in my Comp 25 class last year when we created websites, so I'm a little bit familiar with hosting and what that is. And I know from last week, cloud computing is when you use a network of remote servers to store your data and information and all that instead of just using like a local server or a personal computer. So this way, it's out there in the cloud, essentially. Um, and so co-location, on the other hand, would be it like these services. They're buildings and they provide what is it? It's like they have high speed internet connections. They have electricity, air conditioning, and good security. So basically, you would take your physical servers and store them there. And I have a little diagram here that I'm pretty proud of. So I don't know. Yeah, there you can see I have the warehouse for co-location, and I have hosting, which is a cloud. So you can see like they're the two different things. You physically and store your stuff at a co-location site, and then while hosting, it's just out there in the cloud. And I was curious, so I looked up co-location stuff. There's one in Sacramento. I think the company is called QTS, and in like, for example, it's 46,000 square feet and has 9 megawatts of power capacity. And I'm not really sure, like I'm not super familiar with these numbers, but those sound pretty big to me. So these are obviously very powerful facilities. And also like to rent a space out, I looked it up and it's like $100 to $300 per month to rent out like a rack space for your server. And I mean, I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's what popped up on my screen. So I found that kind of interesting. Um, so it's not too expensive, but it's not really cheap either. So yeah, that is the difference between hosting and co-location. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in class or at the gym. All right, bye.